Hello folks, welcome back to BASHLEY. We're starting Season 2 in this ABC Journeyman save. It's our third club, and this season things have been going probably a lot better than I expected. We are sitting in the playoff zone, we've got a game in hand, and we're coming again here against a Totton side who are sitting in 19th place. It should be a win, shouldn't it? But who knows? So let's have a look at the results to see how we've got this really nice start to the season. And this is what has happened. You saw the game against Clapton, which was a bit of a frenzied first half, and then nothing really happened in the second half. Well, actually, it's not been quite as frenetic. We haven't scored that many goals, and we haven't conceded many goals either. It's been pretty solid most of the time. We've played a couple of games, 3 games in the league and another game in the FA Cup. In the FA Cup, we have moved on to the next qualifying round. So the first qualifying round of the FA Cup we're going to be playing in the next match against AFC Mansfield, who I think are at a similar level to us. So that's pretty good. I feel we could possibly get through that. But we managed to do that by beating Tadley Caliva, which is an interesting name, Devon King and Richard Knoll with the goals. Really, really good. So the first game in the league was a tough one, actually, at home against Frome. We beat them 2-1. Goals from Frankie Monk and Giorgio early on gave us that lead. They did score later on, but it was fine. 2-0 win away at Bridgewater, which was pretty good as well. Frankie Monk with his second goal in 2 games, and Richard Knoll with another goal from him. I think that was his first of the season, was it? No, he's got one in the cup game. And then against Sholing, we were 1-0 down, playing okay, but Roy White got a surprise late goal. So the goals are coming in from different sources, which is nice. We're not scoring loads and loads of goals, and Richard Knoll is not running away with the top goal scorers award. But I'm pretty damn pleased with the start, and I feel the squad, we've still got 3 spots here, and I think the squad is much stronger than it was last year. Look how many above 1-star players are. A lot of these players now have moved into sort of likes of Giorgio now 2 stars, the likes of Dom Smith now 1.5 stars. It's all very good in there. I think we're still a bit weak at the back, but I'm very happy with the squad we've got, and I think we can have a little tilt at the title. Disappointingly, I suppose, Chris Sullivan, he's really not as strong as he was last year. He seems to have sort of gone backwards in some ways. But he had a good year last year, but I don't know. I don't know whether we're going to continue to be able to play him in there, but he's still part of the squad, and we'll see what happens. Giorgio, he started off at left back, but Jack Wood has been a much, much better option. And already in the 2 games he's played, a 7.26 average rating. Let's go and play Totton. So team we're going with is been what we've had all along. The only player missing is Fitzsimmons, who has been very, very average on the right side. We're struggling to find a player to go in there, so it's Barlow coming in there at this time. But front line, Richard Nolan, King, Gleeson just behind, and then Monk, Mills and Barlow in midfield. As backline, Wood, Taylor, Dida and Wooldridge, and Hollard in goal. It's a good side. It is a good side. I just want that right-sided midfielder position to be a bit clearer. So here we go. Barlow into Mills. Taylor comes from deep. Mills, so you can have a shot from distance. He just clips the top of the net there. Good effort. Right, is it a chance down the other end? Long ball. Wood's got it there. Into Taylor. Hollard's now going to pick it up. And the first chance going to us, it was a bit of a long punt, really. Richard Knoll, still a real threat. Lovely ball across and into nobody. But we've got it back. Wood, composed at the back. Monk, who has been superb. And Richard Knoll gets it. I don't know whether that's going to be a goal. It feels like that might have been offside. I don't really know what happened there at all, but it's a goal apparently. So the ball comes in. It's just it's Mills here. Yeah, they're all played onside, and the ball just falls to Richard Knoll, and he scores his what was it, third of the in the league. Pretty good. Right, down this right side, left side again. Wooldridge looking for options. No options available. It's gone back to Dida. He goes long. And Barlow tries to pick it up. He doesn't manage it. Mills doing well. Now he does find Monk on the left side, and King this time, he gets his head on it, but the goalkeeper couldn't hold it and almost gave up another chance. So really, really strong start here from Bashley. That's what we like to see. Nicely done. Richard Knoll, he comes in, he absolutely blasts it against the defender there. So again, we've got the ball, and it's King here. He doesn't quite. He looked like he was going to take that in his stride, didn't manage it. So Sharple's over the top, but it seems like we've got control of it until, yeah, not the best bit of play from Mills there. But yeah, again, they don't really do a good job of going forward, and again, it's us picking it off and trying to make something happen. Bit of head tennis going on there. Richard Knoll, he does find King there this time, but again, it's gone straight back to them. It looks like they're going to get a chance here. They've had nothing so far. That's a good hit from a guy with a confusing name, but you know, from distance. Okay, well, 1-0 at half time. It actually looks a pretty even game, in all honesty. I'm not really surprised with that. We haven't been completely dominating anybody, but we seem to be able to score the goals when we need to. So that's pretty good. See if we can have a better second half. Sharples, though. Miss Sharples into Steele. Are you going to go for the shot or the pat? No, yeah, it was the through ball was on there. And Totton are coming good now. Need to do something about this. Seems to be a bit more dominance from them. Salah. Presumably not that one. Lawler in the goal. He's going to go long with that. We do get our heads to it, but it's, yeah, not getting those second balls, are we? Sims down this right side now. But, I mean, Totton, you can see why they're not doing so well. You know, even when they're... Oh, I was going to say, if anyone gets to that one, it's going to be curtains for the defence. Richard Knoll's got it. Plays Monk. Beautiful ball into King, and King was he onside? It's not allowed, but it was a lovely little move here. Richard Knoll. King just went a touch early, and yeah, it was a lovely little finish from him. Well, Taylor does well with the clearance there. Richard Knoll just very sensible in what he's doing. I still think we do constantly look a little bit on the suspect side, but at the back, at the minute, we look solid. Don't look like we're giving up too much. Not many balls through us. Here's Wooldridge. All the way back to Dida. He's got it back. He's going to find a pass. He's been quite a player, I think, Wooldridge has. Here's Monk, and King runs across the defence. Are we going to be allowed that one? It won't count. Devon King is doing his best to score a goal, but not finding it. So we brought Roy White on, who I think is possibly the man who is going to do business on the right side. It's just where he actually plays. He seems to like to play a little bit further up the pitch. Well, Gleeson loses that one, but doesn't really matter because we get it at the back. Ball over the top. Here is King. He is onside here. He's gone over. He finished with those other two beautifully, and the easy chance when he was onside, he's gone over. How frustrating. 8 minutes on the clock. Oh, look at that. Pick the pocket of the defender and then loses the ball. Frustrations. And this is the first time they've actually got behind us. Oh, just wide. Wow. My, oh my, that was a mistake. Well, Devon King has come off. We've brought Thomas on in the hope that maybe we can be a little bit more creative. And right at the end of the match, it looks like it's a chance for Totton. Just take the man out. But it was not in any way good enough, that. Here's Taylor. Monk. Now look for the pass, Monk. He's been an awesome player to start the season. 30 minutes in. Oh, here we go. Is there going to be a shot? Oh, goalkeeper did what he needed to do, and it's gone out for a throw-in, but dear me. It's got to be almost over, hasn't it? Steele. It puts it in. And again, Richard Knowles picked it up here. He's got to look for his strike partner, hasn't he? He's hacked down. And Flowers is got to be sent off, yes. Totton down to 10 men. But Bashley, we're not really kind of ripping teams apart, but we're doing enough to win games of football, aren't we? Absolutely fantastic. And a 1-0 victory, that's all we need. Right, so there we go. The team we beat right at the start of the season, Frome, are leading the way at the minute. A late goal from them. We're sitting up in 4th. We've got a game in hand, which is fantastic. We're still in the cup. Yeah, it all is good and well with the world at the minute, I think. Really, really pleased with that victory. It was hard fought, but I think thoroughly deserved. Well, could this be the year we get some success with Bashley and we can move on to the new club starting with C? Could this be the year? It's been a great start to the season. I do not want to deal with the finances at Bashley anymore, really. It's horrifically bad. But I think we've got a real chance. So I think what we'll do is we'll probably play through September. We've got loads of games in September. Play all of these games and maybe come back for the game against Brockenhurst and see if we maintained that really good early season form. At least we'll come back for the first game of October, I think. And hopefully we are still up there, because I really think this team are defending well. We're creating chances and we're taking them as well. Obviously we don't have the top goal scorer. You've got the likes of Tom Bearwish, who always seems to be up there, but the other players, Ruben Wilson, he's only on 4 goals as well. Yeah, Richard Knoll I think is sitting in this bunch of players. I thought he would have been, but maybe not. So yeah, he needs a few more goals, really, our mate Richard Knoll. No, he's only on 2 goals in the league, and I think he's 2 goals in the cup as well. So he's doing all right. We're not gonna moan at him. It's a good start to the season. He's not going to beat last season, is he? Anyway, folks, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you very shortly for another video. Goodbye.